Okay, Pro-Am Brewing back, and we're going to finish out this fermentation build. I had to make a couple of beautification touch-ups here and there, and I still have to do more of that, but I wanted to walk you through getting in the temperature control components and the other stuff we need to do. So for that, we've got an Inkbird temperature controller, and it's real simple to use. It's got a cooling and a heating outlet on it. You actually plug the refrigerator into the cooling side. On the heating side, we're going to make a can heater. And all you do there is you take a light bulb, and we're going to go through here and put that down in there. And the light bulb will go inside there, and it'll create heat, and that'll warm up the refrigerator when it gets too cool. We also have this fan, which is going to plug in to the same line as the heater. So whenever the heater comes on, the fan comes on and circulates air, and that will warm up the temperature gauge. You set this with about a 1 degree variance, so it's not constantly turning it on and off, and it will just moderate the temperature inside. To do all this, we're going to have to drill a hole in one of the sides here so we can run the power line in for the can heater and the fan, as well as the thermal probe for the temperature controller. Before I do that, I've also got to caulk up and seal all my edges and make sure I've got a nice airtight seal and I don't lose any cool. So that's what we're going to work on. We'll get going. Okay, so I made the can heater and that's all there is to it. I just used a hole saw, cut a hole in the bottom of the can that the light fixture would work out through, and I just screw in the light, and it'll just go in there and sit like that, and that will produce heat, which will warm up the fridge if it gets too cold. Simple can heater. Okay, so here you can see I once again used my handy dandy hole saw, and I put a hole through here, and I just used some masking tape right now to do my cord management, but later on I'll make it pretty with some white tape. But you can see I've got my can heater in there. I've got my fan right next to it. So anytime the hot side needs to kick on, those guys will come on together, and I'll be able to moderate my temperature. The only other thing I need to do now is run the probe through for the heater. Or I'm sorry, for the Inkbird, the temperature probe, and then I'm going to put some expanding foam in here, and then once it's all foamed out, I'll just trim it off nicely so it'll look good, and that will pretty much take care of us. We'll have ourselves a totally working refrigerator that I can set the temperature on. And the last bit is, obviously I need to put this caulk along here to seal everything up, and that'll be it. Later on I'll change out the tape, make it pretty, but since we're planning on using this thing in a couple days, I needed to get it up and running and make sure everything was working right. So I'll do some tests on it and we'll see how it goes. Okay, and that is it. Like I said, I got to do some prettying up with some better tape that's white and doesn't stick out so much. Got to clean up a little bit on my cords where I got some of my silicone. The last thing I have to do, which I'm not going to film for you, is I'm going to put some of that expanding foam in that hole and let that seal that up so it'll be nice and airtight. Then I'll trim it off and make it pretty, and that will do it. We'll let the caulk set, and then I will clean everything up, make it all pretty, and at the end of the day, as you can see, come here, that'll fit right in there just like that. And I've got myself a fermentation chamber. So, hope this was enlightening for you on some level and that you enjoyed it. As we move on with other aspects of the brewery, we'll keep you informed. Have a great day. Pro-Am Brewing signing off.